Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you." Did you feel like that this morning or yesterday when you knew you had to come to school today? "I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you?" Mrs. Raccoon and Chester took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him in the ear. "Sometimes we have to do things we don't want to do," she told him gently, "even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you get there." I know you're going to love it here. "You'll make new friends and play with new toys, read new books and swing on new swings. Besides," she added, "I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home." I wonder what the secret is. What is the secret? Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. "A secret? What kind of secret?" "A very old secret," said Mrs. Raccoon. "I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand." I wonder what the kissing hand is. That's the name of our book, isn't it? "The kissing hand?" asked Chester. "What's that?" "I'll show you," said Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread open his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaning forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand up his arm and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with special warmth. It's a special kiss on his hand. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. "Now," she told Chester, "whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home, just press your hand on your cheek and think, 'Mommy loves you, Mommy loves you.' And that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty, warm thoughts." So do you think that if you put your hand to your face after your parents kissed your hand, you could think of your mom and dad and think of all of the nice things at home, but remember all of the good things at school? She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. "Now, do be careful not to lose it," she teased him. "But don't worry, when you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick. So even if you wash your hands, the kiss is going to stay." Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. So no matter where you are, your parents still love you and they think about you all day long and they're excited for you to come home. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. "Give me your hand," he told her. What is Chester going to do to his mom's hand? What is Chester going to do? Maybe, let's see. Maybe you're right. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. "Now you have a kissing hand too," he told her, and with a gentle "Goodbye, I love you," Chester turned and danced away. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across the tree limb and enter the school. As the hoot owl rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. "Chester loves you," it sang. "Chester loves you. So not only can you feel your mom and dad's love on your hand when they kiss it, she can feel your love and your dad can feel your love. And there's Chester at school with all the other animals in the forest. Okay, so boys and girls, it's time to say goodbye to our moms and dads. If your parents would like to give you a kissing hand, goodbye. They can kiss your hand and wave goodbye, and you can kiss your